Hello, what's checking, everybody? We're back. It's another edition of the Orangebloods Texas Football Channel. I'm Geoff Ketchum, joined by Jason Suchomel and Anwar Richardson. We're doing game predictions. Hit that like button, comment in the comments section with your own predictions. And look, man, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Fellas, we haven't done game predictions online before. We usually just do them in the form of our written predictions. So a little bit of a different thing today. Jason, I'll let you go first. Hit us with your Texas-Louisiana game prediction.
Yeah, this is new for us. I feel like I'm staring as I look over to the side of my computer and my camera. I'm looking at my quarter that I think it's the same quarter I flipped for my predictions last year. I wonder if I should do that on camera so people think I'm not screwing with them. But we'll let the quarter have his own moment on Instagram as he's done in the past. But my prediction is that this is a wild card game. New staff, new schemes on both sides of the ball, new quarterback versus an experienced team coming to Austin, a team that may be a bit distracted due to the hurricane situation down in Louisiana. So many unknown elements in this game. It's hard to predict with any kind of confidence, but in breaking down the matchups and just trying to read the tea leaves and project as much as I can, I think this is a game Texas is going to win. I don't think it's going to be as easy as some Texas fans think it's going to be based on what we've seen on the Orangebloods message boards. I like Texas in this game, fairly low scoring game. I think it's going to be 27-20. I'm taking Texas with the win. I think Texas will be kind of manage the game. Maybe Louisiana kicks a late field goal to cut it to a score, but I think Texas holds on for the win. I'm going for the Longhorns going 1-0 under Steve Sarkisian, 27-20 Texas victory.
Mr. Richardson.
You ever wanted to be wrong about something, Ketch? You ever want, where
all the time?
Yeah, maybe your girlfriend's phone rings at 1 a.m. and you see a guy's name pop up, and you say to yourself, maybe there was an emergency, right? And you just like want to be wrong about certain things, right? You ever go to like the car dealership and maybe getting your car worked on, and you feel like, man, maybe that price is a little bit too high. Do I really need that? Are they hustling me? You tell yourself, man, I think I want to be wrong about that. I don't want to feel like I've been taken advantage of. And sometimes when you make predictions, you want to be wrong because there's no win in me being right with what I'm about to say. I want to be wrong. Let the record show I want to be wrong. I don't want to cover another bad team. I've been saying since 2014. A lot of them have been bad. Ain't too many been great. Only one has been really good. And good was the Sugar Bowl thing. But here's my concern. My concern is all the moving parts that this Texas team has. My concern is, what does Hudson Card look like in his first start? My concern is, what does this offensive line look like? Because we didn't hear good reports about this offensive line in camp. Only recently did Bijan Robinson say, like in game week, that all of a sudden this offensive line was looking good, but we hadn't heard that, and we heard our scrimmage reports, and we heard that it didn't look that good. That means the defense played pretty well, and then we have a new coaching staff, new offense, new defense, and they're going against a team that, while I feel like they have more talent than, in theory, I'm concerned about all the moving part that Texas has to face. And so while I'm going to give a prediction of Louisiana winning 24-20, trust me, I want to be wrong. Just like when your girlfriend's phone rings in the middle of the night and you want to be wrong, this is how I want to be wrong about this prediction.
It still would be one hell of a private "I told you so."
No, there's no win in this.
You wouldn't let anybody see you say it, but privately, you might be thinking, "I told you guys, do not doubt me." I think Texas is going to cover on Saturday. I don't think it's going to be a whitewash. I know that Louisiana, in the last hour, I've actually seen that their starting left tackle is out, so they're having to move. I guess he suffered an injury in practice this week, so they're having to move some guys around on that offensive line. I think that could become problematic. Here's what I think happens. I think Texas comes out of the gate fast, 14-0 fast. But then I think it slows down and gets a little clunky in the rest of the first half after maybe they get off the script that we talked about. Like maybe the script works, then they get off script. And I wonder if we see the team go into halftime and they're up 17-7, something like that. And then maybe they just tough their way through what I'm going to call a 31-20 win. I think they're going to cover. I think Hudson Card is going to throw a couple touchdown passes. I think he might have a pick six. Like I think in every young starting quarterback's first game with the amount of pressure that he'll have, there's usually an, oh, that just happened moment. But I think he'll have enough throws. I think Hudson Card is going to be perfectly fine. I think he's got a mistake in him. But in the end, I'm going to bet on Sarkisian and this offensive skill group and a coaching staff that I think has a defensive line that should control the line of scrimmage. I'm going to go 31-20 Texas. I don't think it's going to be pretty the entire way. I think it's going to come out, and I think they're going to look great in the first quarter. I think the second and third quarters may be something that Texas fans won't ever want to watch on their DVR again. But I think over the course of 4 quarters, they'll just be better than a Louisiana team that will have the respect of the Texas football nation when this thing is over with. And will have helped Texas, I think, prepare itself for bigger and tougher challenges starting next week when they go on the road in Fayetteville. So we've got 2 people picking Texas. We've got Anwar risking everything and picking Louisiana. Tell us your predictions in the comment section below. Like the video. If we said anything at all that was remotely entertaining, subscribe to the channel. You're not going to want to miss what we've got planned throughout the football season. For myself and Anwar Richardson and Jason Suchomel and the entire Orangebloods unit, we'll talk to you soon. Later.